Hi guys, welcome to another day in the vlog. I just thought we should have it in a different way today. I'm going out and it's been a free day for me really. I went to the dentist. It was a family dental appointment that we all had. But one thing that I don't understand is that why is it that every time you visit the dentist, there's always something that the dentist will ask or say to you that is wrong with your tooth, that you need to come and is either come and do one extraction or come and feel something. Well, feeling is still okay, but when it comes with extraction, like booking you for an appointment, this actually happened to my daughter, I think about 2 years now, and they told her she has to remove like 4 of her teeth, and her dad said nope, that's not going to happen. And today again, for my son, they are saying he's removing 5 kilo a day. I know they said it's wisdom tooth, say something about wisdom tooth and it's growing abnormally, or then there's one tooth, all the tooth are always from the back end that are growing, that shouldn't be growing, sha. So, well, they just explained in that manner and they said he has to remove 5. And I said, dental is not cheap. Oh. You know how much it is. And I remember that time too, it was really expensive, sha. So she didn't get to remove it. But thank God, everything is fine. She still mentioned recently, that's my daughter, that what if the pain comes back? I said, has it come back? It hasn't come back now. And then we have to go and cough out about 1.5 or 1.8 to take off all the 4 at that time. It ain't gonna happen. Now they are saying 5. Anyway, so it's a family dental day for us, and we're back, and it's good. But one thing again that I keep hearing over and over again when we visit the dentist is that you need to use your toothbrush has to be the soft one, the very soft one. And it kind of don't resonate with me, because I know that from Nigeria, where I come from, we are always using, or let me not generalize, sha, but I know that we are used to the hard brush. And when you use hard toothbrush, there's a way you feel that it has really done the work that it's supposed to do. But with a soft toothbrush, when you are not a baby, that you're trying to just gently clean the teeth, but they say that is what your teeth needs. It doesn't need the harshness of your tooth. Then you must floss. So how many of you do floss, dental floss? Please buy. It is essential for you to remove all the debris within your tooth if you have closed tooths, and then it helps your gums and your enamel. And that's one thing that they talked about, that you shouldn't be using hard toothbrush because it damages your enamel. Then it exposes it becomes, when you now eat, they begin to hide under that debris, and it becomes something that you don't want to live with. Your gum becomes swollen because it's hiding so much, and then it keeps those bacteria or organisms that reside under those hidden areas in your tooth that you can't really get rid of because they are hidden, right? They begin to deteriorate there and begin to eat deeper into that enamel, into your gum, and then to the bone there, which is irreplaceable. And you don't want to fall prey of that. What happens then? You expose your tooth to that magnitude of danger. So please, I've made up my mind now. Hopefully, let me start with 3 days in a week and start flossing and see how it goes, because we're always washing. But one tip that the dental hygienist told me was that, look, you don't have to wait till you are in your bathroom that you want to actually brush your teeth, because when you're looking at the time to get to work, it's like, how can I use like 10 minutes or 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes to start flossing, right? So you can do it on your way, picking stuff around the house in the morning, or maybe in the morning when you wake up, still in bed, she says it's better to floss before even taking a brush. So that helps you keep that hygiene. So if you're somebody like that, I think this is a tip that you need to start doing. But anyway, I'm on my way out again, and I want to stop by at a family friend that's relocated last year. It's been about 10 months and they are moving to Montreal. It's so sad to say goodbye. Honestly, it's really like my goodbye to them today. They're leaving on Friday. Today is Wednesday. And I am really, really pained. I don't know how it's going to look like, but I was happy that they actually came through this YouTube channel, got them a place, settled them in. They became friend, family, and their children are like daughters to me and their son. But right now they are moving to Montreal. They are French speaking. But they got a good job and they have to move. So I'm going to stop there one in a minute, then head over to my brother's place, my sister-in-law, check them up, pick up their son for the long weekend, and what else am I going to do then? Probably come home. But the reason why I started this vlog is, or these videos, is to actually something that I posted on my Instagram handle that I said, whose money is it? I was asking that those government benefits that the government pays those that live here, whether you're a PR or you're a citizen, whose money is it? Especially if you are a couple. It has caused quarrel in the houses of immigrants that I know. I don't know whether the Canadians fight over this money or they just agree that whoever they pays the money into his account is the owner of the money. But we come from a culture whereby they will say submit, they will say, our money is our money, like the women will always say, and then the men take care of the family. But things change, and sometimes it's the women that earn more and they fulfill that part of being the breadwinner, maybe for a short period before the man steps back up. But coming to Canada, the culture here is different and everybody's a hustler. But the government pays child benefit, for instance, in the account of the mother. We all know that even if there's a divorce case or there's a situation whereby they have to choose who is going to take or keep the children, if there's a divorce issue between a husband and a wife, they always give the mother, except she has a mental issue or she has a situation that you all know that she can't play that role properly. So that's one thing. But really, children are more connected to their mom. They feel more at home. The mom can take care of them better, especially when they are young and are growing up. And well, because of the family ties that government of Canada also has, they want to make sure that the children are well taken care of, amongst other things, and they pay these child benefits to the mother. That is not the only money that gets into the accounts of either spouses, right? There's the carbon tax. At some point, they also pay grocery rebates. It depends on the situation of the country. There's some rebates that they pay like every quarter when you file your tax. There are just so many benefits that comes at different times, and everything doesn't come to one person's account. Sometimes they pay to the husband's account, sometimes they pay to the wife's account. So, but the main thing, really, the main issue that I know has caused concern in homes is the child benefit. And the carbon tax also gets paid. You can be lucky if you are a low income earner, you get it when you file your tax following year. And if so that falls differently. Sometimes at some point the man is earning higher, the wife lower, and vice versa. So sometimes they pay the money here and there, and that one you don't hear when, because whoever is collecting at one point will chop the money, whoever is collecting at another point will chop the money. But why is it this child benefit money that is always causing wahala in immigrants' home? And I hear about two families that I heard a story that has actually torn their homes apart because the wife didn't mention to the spouse. When you file your tax, naturally it gets towards the wife, and they pay this money to the woman's account. There's I think if your child is less than 5 or 6 years old, you get about $600. Then if you're less than 10, it goes to like 500. Then it trickles down, it keeps trickling down until like 18. You don't receive because you're considered an adult, so the child doesn't receive. They can start filing their taxes at that stage. So this story was a visitation to a couple's home, and then they started talking. As you just talk now, you just talk, and then there was something that came up, was about, you guys have multiple children, I think about four. You should be earning so much in child benefits. The money is actually meant to care for the children. Some put it in the children's savings account or for the educational fund. It depends on how you use it. Some people use it to pay house rent. As immigrants, when the money no reach, they do all sorts with it. But I always encourage people that as much as possible, when you eventually stabilize a bit, please, the money is not yours. It is meant for the upkeep of your children. And because the responsibility for you to take care of your children is yours, so that money should be extra money, right? So that you can actually be able to pay or save that money for the children's education. Because come and ask me that we are paying school fees in the university. It is not easy. Apart from even grants that we've received, my son has gotten about 5 grants at different times, and has helped to subsidize that. And yeah, grants. He no scholarship, I mean. We also applied for government grants at some point, and we are actually debt free, because that's the one thing I also want to let us know. I know it's not in our control. Sometimes we can afford to pay the school fees, and it depends on the courses that your children take in those universities. At some point, you might not be able to pay those fees. So if you can't pay those fees in the university for your children, I will just encourage you to, maybe get grants, which is another option, or you probably have to go on the loan route. But the loan route is like debt. Everything is debt, and you want to reduce as much exposure that you have with debt. But if you don't have a choice, your children has to go to school now, so you have to do something. But don't keep debts for them. So that's the bottom line. We have tried so much as possible. It's like eroding all odds that we are not going to go into debt. And God has been helping us. So throughout, our son just graduated, or just finished year 3. He's in internship right now for about 12 to 16 months. He should be random in 12 months, but if he gets an extension, fine. If not, but at least that time we're not paying any school fees. We will pay small share. There's an off-campus courses that he needs to do, maybe 1 or 2, so it's not plenty. So that shouldn't break the bank. But at that point, right now he's working, and at least any money for himself. So before we start thinking of school fees, would be give or take another 1 year, and by that time we should have saved up for his final year. So it hasn't been easy for him to, with 3-4 classes in a semester. We usually pay around 3,000, 4,000 for those courses. And yeah, and that's per semester, like winter, spring, fall, and summer. So that's what you pay, really. So sometimes it takes 3, sometimes it takes 4, depends on how he feels he can cope, if he's not working in between it. So all of these things are just to help us understand that these monies are not for us to eat or now send them to our families. If you want to give family money, let it be from your money, not the one that the government has given your children for their upkeep, and then you begin to splurge and just make people feel that you have more than enough, which is not your money. So, well, back to the story. And of course, this family was this when the story came up in that visit, the husband turned to the wife and said, you're calling, because she didn't tell the husband that they were being paid child benefits. And that took the husband unawares. And sometimes too, if you are not informed, you probably won't know what is going on. I don't know if the man was the in and out type. You know what I mean? That he wasn't totally settled here in Canada. He travels back and forth. So such might be hidden from him if he's not informed. And even if he's here, if he's not the type that associates or follows what is going on, or knows when an announcement is made, or some information some people don't know. So I don't want to claim that why can't he know, why shouldn't he know. Some people won't know if they don't step out to know or find information. At least at this time of the visit, he knew, and then asked the wife, and she was looking lost, like, the pick. I've not received, let me check. Meanwhile, she was lying. And then the husband probed further when the guests were saying that, of course, they pay, everybody received this money. No matter how small, you receive something. Me, I don't receive it. What I receive is only $35 now for my younger daughter that is even almost 17. And my son, since 30, is past. So we don't really get as much. But, for them as younger children, with young children, they were receiving quite a lot. I'm sure she'll be getting close to 2,000 every month. And that's something that is questionable, because why won't you let your spouse know? At least you will decide how you want to use the money, pay into their savings account or RRSP or whatever funds, or you're just saving it for high yield interest against their school fees, or you're probably at some point use the money to say you're buying clothes for them in a month. Okay, let's use this money. We're not saving it this month. We want to help to change their clothes. They've outgrown some clothes. Just take burdens off you for some time, and this money get paid every month. Chai, the man will be small wahala. It was really a bad experience, because how would a man trust the wife, and when you receive that kind of money, and you know that even this man, it could be any man really, if you're all newcomers and you're even struggling to make ends meet, is either the woman too is working, or she's probably at home and she receives this money and does work, or she spends it on herself without saying a word. It is really not good. So it is not a good thing, even in marriage. So how do you handle your own funds, all those government funds? I just wanted to know, how do you do that? Is it something that you spend? Is it something that you agree on as a family, or you still have not told your spouse that you receive it? And it's vice versa. You, like I said, some go to the husband, some go to the wife at some point. How do you do that? And money is always a concern in homes. It always brings quarrel inside the family when it's not handled well. So this is just a wake-up call. So I just thought I should put it out there, and let's be more open as couples in our homes, and let's give ourselves a breather. There's too much stress in this Canada to come and start be quarreling and not have peace in your homes because of money matter. Money is the root of evil, and money answers all things. So you don't want money to cause evil in your home. So you can put in the comment section what your thoughts are. How do you guys talk about these things? What are your own experiences about this money? Do you spend? If you spend, while as long as you both agree to spend it, fine. But the one that one person keeps it and does like this to this spouse as if you don't collect anything, that one is the bad part. Anyway, I just wanted a short video this week. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the weather. It's been hot. I started complaining again. What can God do for us that won't complain? It's cold, we are complaining. It's hot, we are complaining. But it is hot, sha. And some flies that are flying around, they're associated with the weather, the current summer season that we're expecting it. Definitely, we all know. But it is so irritating that if you stand outside like this, they will just be flying around your body, like like their own host that they want to pest on. So it's really hot. It's extremely hot. At some point in time, we were even having the same weather. So guys, I don't want this video to be too long. It's just to put it out there so that we all know what's going on and we are mindful of ourselves as couples. So adios. See you in another vlog. Have a wonderful summer, guys. Bye.